Hi, LinkedIn. I see a lot of questions or concerns from leaders on LinkedIn around successful change management during a large system transformation. So, a lot of companies have implemented technology that really doesn't get adapted or optimally utilized, which results in obviously wasted time and money. So, how do you have a successful system transformation and get that excitement and adaptability across your organization? My first recommendation is start early. So let people across your organization know what system you're planning on implementing and why, what's in it for them. Give people a forum to ask questions and recap back to them the questions and answers in a written FAQ, frequently asked questions document to the rest of the company, so that if people weren't feeling confident to ask the questions themselves, they're still getting their mind put at ease. Engage as many departments as possible around the building of the request for a proposal for that technology, the vendor scorecarding, and the vendor selection meetings. This doesn't mean that every person involved in the bid has the same amount of say of which platform or IT system you go with. However, by opening up the process to others and providing that visibility, you not only teach others what a formal bid process looks like, you build rapport and trust that the process was done well and that it was done right. So you want to provide also consistent updates about the progress of the whole bid and the decisioning and the go live, the timelines to ensure that people can elevate concerns early. You may feel like, oh, all this is going to take longer to get buy-in and provide updates and figure out the solution if we have to involve more people. But I think this is what really saves companies time and roadblocks later on when they go to implement and go live, because they've already addressed the concerns, documented the those concerns and what the solution is, and moved on from that. At each of these meetings, please make sure that the person hosting the meeting is capturing who attended, notes on what was discussed, action items, and date in the meeting. Ensure that recap goes to all the department heads and the C-suite when applicable, and ensure that the person that is sending out the notes CCs themselves so that people can say, hey, I didn't know this was going on, I wasn't told, or I would have done something differently if I've been kept up to date. Now you really have that history of record of who was there, who was invited, and what was discussed and what was aligned to. The most important thing to do in a major transformation and change management situation is assume positive intent of everyone involved. Most employees resist change because they really want what's best for their area, themselves, and the company. Treat resistance as an opportunity for yourself to uncover potential pitfalls and course correct if valid. When people push back, it's really important that we listen, we repeat back what we heard them say their concern is to ensure that we really know what they're trying to communicate and address that concern then, right at the moment, or soon after, why it will or will not be an issue. Have clear timelines for the project and weekly organized meetings. Factor in major holidays, timing of meetings not being around when people are distracted, like dropping their kids off at school or during lunch breaks. Make sure key stakeholders are participating and ensure that that they and their boss receive that their bosses receive that attendee list that is action items and emails, so they have visibility to the information as well. It's important to provide, if this is a big enough opportunity or project, update senior leadership monthly on the progress. Tell them key updates of what they have accomplished, what's been accomplished, and what do you need the executive to do specifically. Do not go into a meeting with an executive with problems. Bullet point a specific challenge, or what I call opportunities, and the solution that you have come up with, and tell them you will update them if you need them to get involved. A lot of executives, they're going from meeting to meeting, they're really busy. They get a lot of information thrown at them, and they walk away from discussions with employees not knowing what is needed for them to go do. And it can be very frustrating when you're short on time. So if you want help, you have to be very specific in the discussion. What do you want them to do, and when do they need to do it by? It's really important that if a department isn't showing up to meetings, cooperating, or is creating unnecessary roadblocks, that you have that discussion up the chain of that department prior to any leadership meeting. Never catch a leader off guard. that their team is not performing in front of their peers. So make sure you have the solution developed with that leader aligned to offline before you ever bring something to a larger audience. Continuously monitor progress and be willing to adjust strategies as needed. Flexibility can help address unforeseen challenges and improve outcomes. Recognize and celebrate milestones and successes, whether they're big or small. This boosts morale and reinforces the commitment to change. Provide training and resources to help employees adapt to these new systems or processes, and ongoing support, which can ease the transition and enhance competence. Plan for the long term by embedding changes into your daily operations and ensuring all internal SOPs and external SOPs with suppliers are updated who will be impacted by the system change. Good luck. Thanks.